last night I Googled, I used Google Maps, and I tried to find something awesome around me in Winnipeg, and I didn't find anything. But then I rode on my bike today and found tons of stuff, which made me very angry.
So it didn't work.
No,
So your bike beat the Google.
yes, exactly. Google it failed me.
Yeah.
That kind of hurts my feelings. I named my dog Google. I like
Did
Google
you?
a lot.
That's such a
It's
good
amazing.
Google on the internet. I
This
used
little
dog
terrier?
getting found.
Best dog ever.
Can't stop watching that.
That was nice.
This whole time.
The last thing that I Googled was garden fountain.
What?
I really want to find a fountain for my house, like a funny one. I don't know. So I Googled it. I don't know.
What'd you Google, T?
I googled. I'm super indie, so I googled Boney Bear. He has like, I guess he redid songs. And it's called Muspis Transmissions. And I didn't know what to look for, so I googled it.
You're indie
I found
fresh.
it. It's good.
You download it?
I don't know how to yet. I've heard you can, but I just heard it.
Oh, I know exactly. It was 2 nights ago. I dreamt that I was at my old house in Meridian, Mississippi, on Cherry Lane. That's where I lived, Cherry Lane. And I looked out my window, and there was this car sitting there. And then I looked like a little to the left or right of the car, and there's just this little girl like standing there in like the mist of my driveway, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is she doing out there? And so I'm like, I start freaking out because I know she has some plan to kill me or something, and I start yelling at my mom, like, Mom, we gotta get out of here. And I go and I found a bat, which I think is because I was holding a bat at Warped Tour. I had a bat and I was like walk on stage with it and look tough. So I think that made its way into my dreams. So I got a bat and I'm ready to go outside, and Will, you know Will, is just sitting outside my front door of my old house, like in Mississippi. I'm like, what are you doing here, dude? He's like, I'm gonna help you. We're gonna go. I was like, okay. So we walk around the corner, and I just remember going up to this car, and the little girl like literally disappears, and this big dude gets out of the back with a bat too, and then I woke up.
Wow. I don't have a whole lot of nightmares, but I have 2 scary dreams since I was little. I have the same ones over and over and over, and the both different ones are both in the same place and the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing. Like, it's like this old street on my neighborhood, and I walk down this little hill, and you can't see over the hill, so I walk down this steep little hill, and I'm just walking, and one of them, I like look over, and there's like a fence, like a short fence, and there's like hundreds of these crazy looking dogs jump over the fence and start chasing me, and then I wake up. Well, sometimes I'll have the dream and I'll be watching out for the dogs, and then I'll look behind me and around. It's so stupid. And down the hill is coming like this motorcycle gang with chains. Yeah, it's pretty good. I have some awful dreams. And then there's one that it starts off scary and ends up fun. Like, it's like I accidentally fall off this cliff and I'm like, and I see grass that I'm about to land on, like an edge of a cliff, and I just land right on my butt, just boom, and it doesn't hurt, and I'm like, what? And so then I'm like, and then I jump off the next one and land on my butt, and I do it a couple more times. What? I swear, I don't know, it's really weird.
Your first dream sounds like a mixture of Oliver and Company and Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
It's like a dog movie and
That's what it is.
Tim Allen on a motorcycle.
What do you got, T?
I don't ever remember my dreams ever. I could not give you one dream.
You know what I've heard that means? When you don't remember your
Tell
dreams,
because I feel like it's
no,
always bad.
no, listen, it's great. When you remember them, it's because it's. Oh wait, maybe it is bad. Okay, it's either that when you don't. It's when you remember them. I think that you've figured them out, or like you've solved the issue. But when you don't remember them, I don't think you've solved anything.
Well, T, you should solve
I mean, I
some
know I
stuff.
dream every night, obviously. In my sweet REM side.
Yeah, your rapid
but,
eye movement.
But I don't ever come away in the morning like, oh, it's a crazy dream. Just like, well, hey, that's it.
Versa emerge.
Pardon?
Versa emerge. Versa image.
It feels good. It feels good. I was told, I use this analogy a lot, but when you're single and people are like, dude, just embrace being single, like, you know, like embrace the freedom and it's rad, you know, but you're like, I don't want to be single, like I want to be in a relationship, like that's what I want to be. And I feel like it was the same thing where all the guys were like, dude, just like enjoy the freedom while it lasts and not having to do all this stuff, you know, like just enjoy it. And I'm like, okay, but like I want to be in the band. So like it's weird because I love it. Like I'm so glad it finally happened, and I understand now why they told me to enjoy it. But
So
no.
we have meetings every day.
Oh my gosh. But no, but it's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it, T.
You know what I mean?
That is a good way to look
I
at
feel kind of cool. Like I came up with that.
Well, you're out.
From the heart.
No, it's awesome. It feels good.
Mostly because it bridges the gap between Riot and the new record. Like I don't think any of the rest of the songs sound like Ignorance at all, but I think that honestly, I think Ignorance, we love it, but I think we all know that we have better songs on the record.
Yeah.
Like if that makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't mean that we wanted to go out and like, just like, oh, here, take this song, radio. You know, like I feel like it's the perfect bridge between what we were doing and how we've evolved like, as a band. And it's exciting to me because that just means we get to sort of keep showing the progression as we put out new singles or whatever during this record cycle. It's going to be fun. The video for Ignorance is going to be really fun to do. We're going to do that at the end of the month.
I'm gonna be in it.
Do you wanna
Is,
do you wanna tell us anything about that? Or-
well, I'll tell you, we can tell you, like, we are doing it with, we're not doing it with Shane Drake,
Yeah.
doing it with a team called Honey. And they've had a lot of cool, they've worked on a lot of cool projects. They actually did a Rage Against the Machine video, which is pretty rad. And I don't know, we're really psyched. I think it's going to be a cool, like, as far as like visually and like, you know, artistic things go, I think it's going to be a cool step forward for us.
Yeah, I love them all. Actually, I was thinking about it today. I think Feelings Are more highlight of my life.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
It's one I always like don't think about very much, but when I thought about it, I was like, yeah.
I think we're all really excited to play Brick by Boring Brick too.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah,
That's a band favorite. So
It
I'm
is.
excited about that one.
looking up will be fun. That one's like,
Yeah.
there's definitely a part of it that I feel is very like, I mean, not that we own the style by any degree, but I think like there's a part of it that feels kind of nostalgic for our band. Both stylistically for Paramore and just nostalgic because of the fact that like it feels like one of those old like the songs you would roll your window down after school, like
Yeah.
and blast, you know, in your car.
or-
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Cause Ryan, like when we decided we wanted Ryan to do the album artwork, like
Russell, that is.
Ryan Russell, yes. His whole thing, like his whole idea from the beginning was to have a picture for every song, and we really liked that because it just works for everything. Like it works for the album layout, it works for when we put out songs individually, and I just think it makes for like a nice collection of